You know what happened, I know what happened, so I'll not linger over long in the particulars. The possibility each of us has simultaneously dreaded and professed to be all but tragically inevitable has at last occurred. An out-and-out, unaliving attempt on Trump.
And you know, that's a little bit old, that chart. That chart's a couple of months old, and if you want to really see something that's said, take a look at what happened.
Boy, FBI marksmanship hasn't been the same since the onset of ESG, am I right? Look, before I proceed with jokes darker than the entire Kardashian dating history, I first want to extend legitimate, heartfelt condolences, in addition to my own private prayers, to Trump's wife, his children, as well as the brave Secret Service agents who, to all outward appearances, at least as of now, were on Trump quicker than Hunter on a crack pipe. In the immortal words of Japanese heavy metal band Loudness, you are the heroes tonight. Look, you may have caught on to the fact that I find this result about as surprising as a bald, bearded guy with a podcast. And indeed, I predicted it for some time. Last I spoke with former Trump official Sebastian Gorka, he put the question straight to me. If lawfare fails to find purchase, if arrests amount to nothing, if the debates backfire and polling shows an election so far out of fraud range there ain't enough ballot printers in the Western Hemisphere to mollify the result, what then? And my sobering response was that then we run an ever-increasing, alarming risk of going from ballots to bullets. It's disappointing, it's depressing, but we're fresh out of forks in the road at that point after 8 years of unironic, fully unhinged orange Hitler hyperbole, imbecilically authored by a fully propagandistic press from dawn to damn dusk. You can only turn the temperature up so high before the melting pot turned chamber pot begins to reach a rolling boil, made all the more likely now that the entire tracks of the leering left now confuse opposition to Trump with a personality trait, as the almighty Norm Macdonald famously implied in one of his many hilarious Hitler bits.
This guy, there's a picture of him. Adolf Hitler, very compelling kind of a figure. Odd-looking duck, but there's something about his eyes. Hypnotic. His eyes are almost entirely black. Hold the fort. He hated Jews. I'm sick of these kind of characters. I think we should kill Hitler. Me and you, go suicide, kill him.
Yeah, it was like, he died 50 years ago, probably.
Did he? I didn't even know he was sick. I wish I could find a Hitler of today and go kill him.
Hey, you remember all of 3 weeks ago when House Democrats, with the full-throated support of President Biden, were attempting to take Trump's Secret Service detail away? Indeed, the Federalist now reports his security detail have asked for additional agents, only for the Biden DHS to repeatedly rebuff their every effort to avoid this exact scenario. If Republicans had a single swinging dick to sit and spin on, they'd forward the self-same measure for his Alzheimer's ravaged demi-dictator opponent. In any event, death did the job for Donald Trump. Though the details may change in the immediate term, word is he took one through the ear, narrowly missing his head, while sadly at least one Trump supporter in the crowd was not so fortunate. Rest in peace. As I record this rant, there's a roiling rumor of Trump planning to appear at some point in tonight's UFC festivities, something I find about as likely as a TikToker with a talent, but one fact is outright ineffable. The images which emerged from this event are already among the most defining of the 21st century. Never mind this farcical election. T-Pain pumping his fist fully skyward, a stream of plasma pulsing from his punctured ear, the American flag full flight above his head as a team of Secret Service vainly attempt to usher him to the floor, repeatedly shouting the words, "Fight! Fight! Fight!" is the only image that matters from this ignominious event, with the notable exception of the memory of the unfortunate victim in the audience. Make no mistake, Trump's election was just all but ensured, not merely because of the inevitable anti-Bolshevik blowback that will result from this, although that possibility is profound profoundly real, but due to the blinding, retina-searing contrast of character and fortitude on display from these two men. We spent 4 years watching Biden fall up flights of stairs, ramble on about hairy legs and roaches, and find himself utterly incapable of distinguishing a bracketed statement from a normal one during a fully teleprompted speech, resulting in the now infamous repeat the line hilarity. Trump just got by a bullet, Biden got his ass kicked by a pair of parentheses. If you John Brown militia, no marksmanship having half-wits manage to dome the Don, we'll install his son, you simps. Baron Trump, crown prince of the Imperium in perpetuity. You will not get your way. I'm reminded of the famed words of the bard himself when he said, and I quote, "Miss me, faggot. I'm Razor Fist. Godspeed."
And so the courier who had cheated death in the cemetery outside Goodsprings cheated death once again, and the Mojave wasteland was forever changed.